Okay, let's get started. I'm LW, and this is the Latchbar workout, and we are going to work on cardio and also our abdomen. Now, got to keep in mind, nothing works, nothing is effective if we are not properly dieting. So the 3 steps: 60 seconds jogging in place, 25 sit-ups, 25 crunches. 60 seconds jogging in place, let's get started. Your diet is just as important as your exercise, if not even more so. Because remember, controlling what we eat, how much we eat, is extremely, extremely important. So if you eat too much, it's going to show. And you will continue to have to buy new clothing because your other clothing is just going to be too small. That's the bottom line. So let's pay attention to what we're doing to ourselves so that we can control what we look like. No one beats Father Time, but you can work with Father Time. That's right. You can work with Father Time. Okay. Let's put our floor mat on the floor. Straighten the floor mat out. Drop that. Get the latch bar. The latch bar with the strap assembly. It's got a double strap assembly. One for sit-ups, one for crunches. How about that? And let's get started. Get down on the floor. 25 each. The Latchbar is available on Shopify and also on the Latchbar website, which is www.lw500products.net. Let's go. 25 sit-ups. Followed up by 25 crunches. We have to work hard on the abdomen because that's where all of your food sits. Just like that, 1 set complete. Now that's what the clipboard is for, to mark it down. If you don't mark it down, you didn't do it. That's how it goes. So let's mark it down to account for what you did so that you won't forget. Because trust me, the old memory will fail you. Back to our feet. Start step number 1 all over again. 60 seconds, jogging in place. Now you should all be aware of how we got to where we are. We naturally overeat, and it's just not our fault. It's an imbalance of your intake versus your metabolism. You need to balance that out. If we can balance our metabolism, we can control our weight. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just common sense. A lot of you say, well, how can I do that? Well, we have to start off eating less. That's going to be a problem, I know it, for most of you. Because you say, well, you're going to be starving yourself to death. No. You eat to your satisfaction, not to your desire. There's a difference. We desire to eat an awful lot, and we do. We eat till we're almost filled up to here. I know it sounds crazy, but we do. So we have to learn not to do that. Eat a half a portion, I'll bet you'll be just as satisfied. And drink water while you eat so that you wash the food down and so that it takes up some of the capacity in your stretched stomach. 25 sit-ups, let's do it. You know, when they do surgery on an individual for a gastric bypass, they give you a small pouch for a stomach so that it'll only hold a small amount of food. Consequently, the individual loses weight like it's going out of style. Well, if you cut your food intake the same way, you would lose weight just as easy. Exactly. Drink a lot of water. You'll be surprised. While you eat, you can cut down on the amount of food that you eat. Consequently, you'll lose weight. As we age, our metabolism will naturally slow down. Even if you exercise. But more so if you don't exercise. So we have to be mindful of what we're doing to ourselves. And if you don't understand what we're doing to ourselves or how it's occurring, then it's more difficult to get out of the condition that you're in. So, therefore, I encourage you to understand and listen to my presentations, and sometimes I even do speeches which are in segments explaining what has happened, how it happened, and what we should do about it. And it starts off at the table, eating smaller portions. You see, in countries where they eat small portions or eat by portion, their stomach never got out of whack like we Americans, because they maintain eating in portions from being the childhood to their adulthood. They practice eating in portions. Therefore, the stomach doesn't get stretched and have the craving for more food. So as we attempt to eat in portions, we fall back off of our diet because of the size of our stomach, and the brain works together. The brain will constantly be on you, telling you to eat more, especially if that's what you were doing before. So you'll have to train not only your stomach, but you'll have to train your brain too, because it's sending all kinds of signals telling you you need to eat more. You need to satisfy that gap that you left. It's crazy how this stuff works. But it's basically all common sense. And this is what happens. So then we fall off the wagon and we start listening to our brain telling us to eat more food, and we start doing it. We start heavier snacking, and here comes Joe Pounds, just waiting to come back. So people fall off the wagon, even if they've had this gastric bypass, they fall off the wagon. Because the more you eat, that little pouch that they gave you starts to get larger all over again. And next thing you know, you're eating the same amount of food that got you there in the first place because of the brain. Discipline. You have to discipline yourself not to do these things. And you know, if you work hard to get to where you need to be, it's more of a reminder not to do it anymore. This really helps to really work it off. Let's do 25 sit-ups. And this is a lot of fun. Taking the shortcuts, whether it's through surgery or through some type of diet plan where you're eating someone else's food and you don't know what's in that food. I'm not sure if those routes are sustainable. This is sustainable because after you do this, it'll remind you not to eat huge portions of food all the time. It's gonna keep you or put you back in the same condition. Now you can have it your way, and you can be stubborn, and you can not do anything. And you cannot believe anything that I'm attempting to share with you. But you can look up all of this stuff that I'm telling you on your computer, through your telephone. It's a computer. Look it up. See for yourself. I'm not a doctor. Sharing some experiences with you so that you can also help yourself. I'm in the same position you are. I like to do all the things that I mentioned to you. I try and get it under control too. And I know it's not easy. 60 seconds, jog in place. But I'm making you aware of what you're doing. Hey, like I said, if you're falling asleep, snacks will not keep you awake. We all do it. You sit down on the sofa, the next thing you know, you even get more comfortable when you're lying on the sofa. If you're in that recliner, it's only moments away before you reopen that whole recliner and you're all stretched out. Most of the time you do these things after you have something to eat, maybe after dinner. That's when it's most dangerous. And then your dinner is followed up with some dessert, something like that. And even if not, we continue to snack, drink alcoholic beverages, drink beer, drink wine, and we continue to snack. That's where the problem lies. We're doing both. Both carries an enormous amount of calories. And if you're just drinking, it makes you want to eat something too. So you're fighting a losing battle. You know, I see commercials on TV about what happens to you if you are a smoker, or what happens to you if you are a diabetic, type 2 diabetic, where you have a lot more control of your destiny. Type 1, you have no control. But you have to stay on top of it if you're type 2. It doesn't mention high blood pressure. It doesn't mention high cholesterol. It doesn't mention what will happen to you from alcoholism either. All of these things are from our bad habits. We contribute to them. You don't inherit being an alcoholic. You have control of that. You really don't inherit being type 2 diabetic. I'm sorry. You don't inherit that, you become that because you followed the same patterns that your parents did, and you think that you inherited. Let me do 25 sit-ups. We do have a lot of things in common with our parents and, of course, with our nationality. It mostly comes from what we eat and how much of it we eat. do 25 crunches. Yep. It all depends on our self-control, our discipline. I know that might be hard to believe, but it is a fact. Eating contributes, to our bad health. And we need to acknowledge that before it's too late. So that you can get it under control. And I know it's not easy. Your brain, like I said, controls a lot of that too. So you have to get your brain in control so that it doesn't drive you crazy if you're trying to discipline yourself to not eat so much. We do it unconsciously throughout the day. You start paying attention to the amount of calories, everything that you eat. It might drive you crazy, but you need to do it for a short while so that you have an idea of how many calories are in, let's say, a bottle of soda. You need to know how many calories are in that bag of chips. Before you eat the whole thing, you need to know. You need to get an idea of how many calories are in those French fries from any one of those fast food places that you go to. Any one of them. How many calories are in the burger? How many calories are in the chicken sandwich? They contain a lot of calories. Better yet, check your weight the next day after visiting a fast food restaurant. You'll see that you've probably gained something. I understand you're going to gain something either way, but it seems though that you gain more from when you go to the fast food restaurant. Check it out. Those sodas, everything, the sodas, the sandwiches, everything has preservatives. Preservatives do impact a lot of things. It has side effects. Over a period of time, it usually results in weight gain for us. I don't know why, but it does. Don't eat fast food every day. It is okay to eat. I'm not denying that. Some of it's very good. I like Whoppers too. I like all of that stuff. I just know you can't eat it every day. You have to know the same thing. Let's do 25 sit-ups. You know, if you're sitting around the house and you know that you're going to eat certain things during the day or at nighttime, it's better to eat them during the daytime, as opposed to eating them at nighttime. And this way, your body is, your digestive system, should I say, is already trying to digest that food while you are resting. We're just trying to give ourselves a chance. And the only way to give yourself a chance is to properly diet and exercise. Otherwise, you're not giving yourself a chance. Remember, this is all we own. You might as well make the best of it. Make yourself feel good and look good. I know it's difficult trying to get back out there on the circuit, especially if you've never been. And we can't exercise like we're 20, 25 anymore. We have to figure it out. We have to do what we're able to do. You see those guys in the gym? Those gals in the gym? You see how doggone pretty and built up they are? We'll be embarrassed going there, trying to work out. You won't be able to, we guys won't be able to take our eyes off of those ladies. And it's true. And vice versa. You ladies, you won't be able to stop admiring the guys. And you'll be ashamed to do what you can do. You don't have to be ashamed. You can work out in your own home. Make yourself pretty in your own home and then go to the gym if that's what you want to do. You don't have to be interested in going to the gym. What are you going there for? Could be a lot of trouble in the gym. You can work out where you pay mortgage, where you pay rent. You don't have to go and pay somebody else to use some equipment that got a whole lot of germs on it that might make you sick. Even the atmosphere. That's not what you need to do. You can work out at home. That's right. And stay fit all the time, year round. You don't have to worry about going out into the elements or anything. Stay right at home. We're not in competition with the younger generation. We're in competition with our health. That's right. And exercising will help, will make your health better. Eating the right amount of foods will make your health better. Like I said, it's not your fault that we all overeat. It's built into our system. So we really don't realize that's what we're doing, so we figure we're not overeating. You've eaten what you've always eaten all your life, and that's what the problem is. As you age, you need to change. You need to eat less food because your metabolism has slowed down to a crawl. And that's why you're putting on all those pounds. You gotta get it under control. Let's do 25 sit-ups. So it's not just the sweets that we eat, it's everything. Because we eat too much of everything. Like I said, our stomach has stretched simply because we eat out of control. We have no control of how we're eating, no eating structure. Like I said, if we had been trained to eat in portions, our stomach would have never stretched. Consequently, we would have never gained all this weight. That's right. Let's do 25 crunches. Remember, we all used to be very active in our younger days. How active are you now? You burn more calories, so you were able to eat the amount of foods that you ate before with no problem. You were burning those calories, therefore, you were not gaining the pounds that you were gaining now. So your metabolism was much faster before than what it is now. It allowed you to eat as you did. But everything changes. You know, we're not participating in sports after a certain age professionally. Why? Because you can't beat old man time. Can't beat him. So even athletes in all sports diminish. Even in sports that are not combat, let's say, they still can't maintain their highest level of play. Not even in golf. Because even in golf, you have to have physical condition. And if you're not working out, you're not going to be in good physical condition, even if you're dieting. Because working out makes you stronger. And your muscles don't stay strong all by themselves. You have to use your muscles in order to maintain strength. Otherwise, you're going to lose the strength that you have. That's how it works. So, you have to work at maintaining your strength before it's too late. Because if it gets too late, your muscles go too far, then you really got some problems. I know it sounds like a broken record, but let's do 25 sit-ups. This is actually Day 49 of doing this same workout. Tomorrow will be day 50. Hopefully I'll be able to see tomorrow and I'll be able to conduct the same workout, to work out with you and to try and encourage you to come and join me and work out, try and make your health better, because you can do it if you try. Put your mind to it, be dedicated, and if your health is going bad, you can pick it up a bit. You can lower the regimen, the dosage that you take of your medication, whatever medication it is. Make your health better by exercising and proper dieting. Trust me, you can do it. Let's do 25 crunches. And a lot of you young bloods out there that just might be taking a look at the OG here working out, you're taking a look at me and you say, oh, that's not for me. What about your parents though? What are they doing? Are you trying to encourage them to work out? How is their health? Is their health going downhill? Perhaps you can help them out. Encourage them to work out. Tell them, hey, you seen this dude that's their age work it out. Trying to encourage people like you to get off the sofa and work out too. Because I'm sure I'm old enough to be a whole lot of folks' father. Encourage your parents to do the same as what you see me doing. I'm over 70 years old. How old is your parents? Are they younger? Well, if they're younger, God bless them. If they're older, God bless them still. My point is, you want to try and get them to better their health so you can keep your loved ones around longer. And they'll look better, they'll feel better, and they'll be able to do things better. That's what it's all about. Exercise and proper diet. It's not your fault that you overeat. We all do. I'm not telling you not to eat your piece of cake. You can eat your piece of cake. Don't eat your piece of cake and someone else's too, is what I'm trying to tell you. You understand that? Yeah. That's what the problem is. I've been there. I love those things too. Man. They're kind of detrimental to your health though. You know? You can only eat very small portions. Whatever it is, you can still eat it. Don't overeat. That's our problem. 60 seconds. Jogging in place. Okay. Now we're going back to the floor. 25 sit-ups and 25 crunches. Never count out the strength of your body. Your body's very strong. More than you could possibly imagine. So don't say that you can't. Always say that you can. And be patient when you get started, because nothing's going to change overnight. You're going to have to work at it. and be consistent and discipline yourself so that you're not overeating. Try eating a portion and drink more water. Those sweet beverages while you're having dinner, lunch, or breakfast just isn't good for you. If you're drinking orange juice, drink it with a lot of pulp. It's the best thing for you. Otherwise, you're probably drinking a lot of sugar. 25 sit-ups. Let's do it. Followed up, 25 punches. Have fun while you're working out. Listen to music. Work out with your spouse. Work out with your kids. Work out with whoever you possibly can to keep you healthy. Because this will do it. And proper eating habits is always what you should follow. If you do not, you will find yourself more than the size that you want to be. If you eat 2 plates of food all of the time, you are going to look like you did. And your spouse is going to kick you to the curb, whether you are male or female. So, if you think that it's okay, and that's who you want to be, and that's who you think your old man or your old lady fell in love with, well, you better reconsider, because a lot of people break up as a result of people becoming someone that they weren't when they got or fell in love with them. Give yourself a chance. Work out. Eat the way that you should. Don't become an overweight lover. However you want to look at it, help your health. That's what I'm talking about. Help yourself to help your health. If you love yourself, you will be more inclined to help your health. How about that? Hate to put you on the spot, but how about that? You can interpret it whichever way you like. But let's get it done. I'm here to encourage you one way or another. Like I said, do the sideways mirror test. See how attractive you are. Let's not hold that gut in either. Because I know often we can hold our gut in pretty good all day long, if need be. I've done it, so I know it can be done. That's right. I admit it. So, give it the release, and let's see how it looks then. How about it? Okay? Yeah. Let's do it again. 25 and 25. Crunches and sit-ups. No attachment necessary. Just apply tension on your straps and it's hooked to your feet and you're ready to go. You're doing sit-ups without the possibility of injuring your back or your neck. And you only need to come up 90 degrees. There's no need to bend yourself further over. That's going to injure you. Adjust your straps so that you only come up to a 90-degree angle and you'll be fine. Don't go any further. That's using your abdomen. If you're going further forward, I don't know what you're doing other than injuring your back, pulling it out of place. Let's finish up. Alrighty. $25 crunches. Use that abdomen. All right, that was set number 9. Excuse me there. Which means there's only one more set to do. Onto my feet so I can get this 60 seconds of jogging behind me. That's right. We'll be finished once again with 49 days in a row of the Latchbar workout. How about that? So we're one day away from 25,000 sit-up and crunches. We will be at 24,500 once I do this last set. How about that? And counting. They're all posted on YouTube. You can verify it yourself. How about that? I just want to encourage you to do what you need to do, because anyone can do it. You can't make it if you don't try. So you can make it if you try. I know we're over 60 seconds, but it's the last set, so I'm good with that. How about you? Nice deep breath. Let's get back on the floor once again. 25 sit-ups. 25 crunches. And we're all done. How about that? Last step of the last set, 25 crunches. Let's go. How about that? That's how you finish off. You start aggressive, you finish off aggressive. And that's going to keep you going in the right direction. Now all you have to do is make sure you continue to dine the right way. Portion control. That's what you have to try and keep in mind when you eat. Most of the time, that's the problem. We eat too much and we eat too often. We snack too much. Get control of what you're doing and let's try and match your metabolism. If you can match your metabolism, you'll be in control of your weight. That's what it comes down to. So let's work out and let's eat properly. Have a great day. Thank you all very much for participating with the OG, and that's me.